They claimed that diamonds and fantasies are the foundation of Hollywood marriages. However, Nicole Kidman just demonstrated that they are genuinely based on deception, isolation, and court records. Because after years of grinning on the red carpet beside country music artist Keith Urban, Miss Conman, the Oscar queen herself, suddenly broke her silence. At the Golden Globes, Chili's mask broke like glass when I told you it had finally cracked. As the internet goes crazy, some claim Keith's gambling addiction has returned, and Nicole reportedly told her inner circle, "I can't pretend anymore. I'm done performing off-screen now." What does that even mean? Secret mistresses are whispered about by others. Some brave individuals assert that this entire situation was an unscripted Hollywood public relations marriage. Consider it. The angelic actress and the cowboy cooner Nell, the ideal couple, are said to be living apart under one roof. This isn't a love ballad, darling. It's a full-fledged tabloid drama, so fasten your seatbelts. Because tonight we're going to reveal the private breakdown, silent animosity, and fictitious marriage that Hollywood never intended you to witness, as well as the picture-perfect romance between Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban. They claimed that Nicole and Keith, the couple who managed to withstand the controversies, gossip, and fake smiles of Tinseltown, were the last surviving examples of genuine Hollywood love. However, what if Nicole Kidman's most notable performance was that flawless photo? Their alleged fairy tale marriage has been silently disintegrating behind closed doors for years, according to rumors that are circulating more quickly than a red carpet rumor. Let's go back in time. In 2005, Australian goddess, Oscar winner, and emotional control queen Nicole Kidman met and married Keith Urban a year later. In a land where there was no hope, the world believed they had found love. Fans were unaware, however, that Nicole was too preoccupied with trying to start over after Tom Cruise to see the storm brewing beneath the surface, and Keith entered that marriage with more baggage than a world tour. According to insiders, the first cracks showed up early. In order to preserve his reputation, there were rumors that Keith would go missing for recovery weekends, spend evenings out with friends in Nashville, and have Nicole make up explanations. We all knew, according to one purported source, but she insisted that he was either exhausted or in the studio. Nicole lost her peace while attempting to preserve his reputation. That's the problem. Nicole's entire post-cruise persona revolved around her persona as the beautiful phoenix emerging from the ashes of Hollywood grief, the elegant survivor. However, reports that have lately come to light suggest that she might have compromised her happiness in order to maintain appearances. Because Nicole was allegedly living in emotional lockdown, Keith's alleged relapses, his rumored rage, and the continual need to seem stable for the cameras made her life a balancing act, even if the public perceived her as the epitome of elegance in private. A close associate allegedly told the Daily Whispers, "Nicole stopped crying years ago. She doesn't even react anymore. She's learned how to smile through the storm." And that storm was bigger than anyone imagined. Sources say Nicole and Keith's team orchestrated every photo op, every red carpet kiss, and every seemingly spontaneous PDA moment just to keep tabloids quiet. Behind that glamorous front-row appearance at the Country Music Awards was reportedly a contract clause, a Hollywood PR deal that allegedly, in short, maintained the perfect marriage brand no matter what was happening at home. The most jaw-dropping claim is that Nicole allegedly agreed to certain public duties in exchange for Keith's sobriety promise and family commitment, but insiders claim that promise didn't last long. In fact, Keith was allegedly seen in recent months attending industry dinners solo. And when asked where Nicole was, he reportedly said, "She's working on another role. She's always working, but here's the irony. Nicole's real role may not have been in any movie. It might have been pretending to still be in love." Fans began to notice the shift. Interviews grew colder. Awards show moments turned awkward. Their laughter looked forced. And when Nicole skipped a few major events earlier this year, the internet exploded with speculation. A viral TikTok even analyzed their body language, claiming Nicole's smile no longer reaches her eyes. She's mentally checked out. And then came the most suspicious moment yet, the deleted Instagram post. A photo that Keith uploaded, captioned "Still Standing Strong," vanished within hours. Some fans screenshot it before it disappeared, and sharp-eyed viewers noticed something off. Nicole wasn't wearing her wedding ring. Now, if that's not a silent scream, what is? Because right after that, Keith canceled 3 international shows, citing personal family reasons within days. Tabloids reported that Nicole had flown solo to Australia, allegedly to clear her head. Her inner circle apparently told reporters she needed space. But space from what? Rumor has it Nicole reached her breaking point during a recent event in Los Angeles, where a heated argument between the couple was reportedly overheard backstage. One witness claimed Keith said something about her not being supportive, and Nicole just snapped. She said, "I'm tired of pretending. Keith, this isn't love anymore." And that one line, "I'm tired of pretending," has now become the internet's favorite catchphrase. Because if Nicole Kidman, the queen of composure, finally lost her cool, something must have gone terribly wrong behind the velvet curtains. And people are now asking the question Hollywood doesn't want answered. Was this marriage built on real love or a Hollywood illusion that outlived its script? Because behind every smile, there's a secret. And behind every secret, there's a scandal waiting to explode. Nicole might have just lit the match. And that's exactly where the story gets darker, because what started as quiet tension soon spiraled into a full-blown Hollywood cover-up, complete with media manipulation, insider leaks, and secret therapy sessions that were reportedly more about brand management than saving a marriage. According to one alleged PR insider, Nicole and Keith's team of image consultants met monthly to strategize public narratives. Every red carpet appearance, every anniversary post, even the timing of their vacations. All carefully planned to convince the world that the urban Kidman love story was still alive and singing in horror. "Mooney, they treated their marriage like a production," said the source. It had lighting, direction, and editing. Only the script was falling apart. But Keith wasn't reading from that same script anymore. While Nicole clung to quiet dignity, Keith reportedly drifted back into old habits, the ones she thought she'd left behind when she married him. Rumors of late-night gambling trips, business meetings at Nashville bars, and flirtatious texts to up-and-coming country singers began flooding blind item blogs. And Nicole, ever the professional, allegedly chose silence until she couldn't anymore. Anonymous insiders say Nicole confronted him in their home, an icy showdown that ended with her walking out of their Nashville mansion at 3 a.m. barefoot after an argument that shook the house. The next morning, Keith allegedly checked into a luxury wellness retreat under an alias. His team claimed it was for rest and creative rejuvenation. Nicole's team said nothing at all. But here's where things got messy. Around that same time, a leaked voice memo began circulating online, allegedly recorded during one of their therapy sessions. The voice, which sounded eerily like Nicole's, could be heard saying, "I built this life around peace, and all you bring is chaos. I can't no more pretending." Within hours, fans were divided. Was it real, or did I generate drama? But Nicole's silence only fueled the fire. Because if it was fake, wouldn't she deny it? Instead, her rep issued a vague statement. Nicole values her privacy and will not engage in speculation. Translation: something's definitely up. Social media detectives went wild. TikTokers started analyzing old clips of the couple, pointing out every awkward glance and every tense body language cue. One viral post claimed, "Keith always looks like he's apologizing with his eyes." Another user commented, "Nicole's smiles are Oscar-worthy, but her heart looks somewhere else." Then came the bombshell from the Whisper Report, a notorious celebrity gossip outlet that claimed to have obtained court-adjacent documents suggesting a trial separation agreement had already been drafted months earlier. Under the alleged terms, Keith would retain their Tennessee property, while Nicole would quietly move assets into her Australian trust fund, all under a strict non-disclosure clause to protect brand integrity. If true, this means the world has been watching a marriage that's already legally dissolved in everything but name. But here's the kicker. Insiders claim Hollywood executives begged Nicole to stay quiet until after her next major film release. One producer allegedly told her, "If you announce a divorce now, every headline will say you're unstable again. Wait until the movie comes out." According to Stardust Weekly, one of his friends said, "Keith still loves her, but he's tired of being treated like her charity project." While the public continued to ship-check Nicole Keith, Nicole was reportedly signing her exit papers in silence, but Keith wasn't going down quietly. Friends close to the musician say he feels betrayed, claiming Nicole emotionally checked out years ago and that he did everything he could to save the marriage. She always thought of him as someone she needed to fix, not as an equal. And that's the twist no one saw coming. Because while fans painted Nicole as the elegant victim, new reports are painting a different picture. One where she's the control freak, the perfectionist who micromanaged every inch of their lives, from Keith's wardrobe to his lyrics. Some claim she even banned certain songs from his set list because they didn't align with the family brand. Still, the cracks only grew deeper. During a recent awards ceremony, cameras caught the couple sitting apart, exchanging only brief smiles for the press. After the show, Keith reportedly left through a side exit while Nicole headed straight to her car with her assistant, refusing to take any backstage photos. One photographer who was there said, "It was like watching two strangers pretending to be lovers for the last time." And honestly, maybe that's exactly what it was, because by this point, even Hollywood couldn't keep pretending. Reports say Nicole's inner circle, including longtime friend Naomi Watts, has been urging her to walk away for good. Naomi allegedly told her, "You've been performing for everyone but yourself. It's time to live Nick of Nick." And that's when things started to change. Nicole reportedly stopped wearing her wedding ring in public, unfollowed several of Keith's close friends, and started quietly reconnecting with old Australian contacts about moving back home. Meanwhile, Keith's been spotted at Nashville's Hermitage Hotel bar alone, scribbling lyrics on a napkin. Some say it's his next heartbreak album. Others say it's his confession. Either way, the illusion is cracking fast. And the moment Nicole whispered, "I can't pretend anymore," she didn't just end a marriage. She started a movement. Because if Hollywood's most polished couple can't fake happiness anymore, what's left for the rest of them? And that, my friends, is only the beginning. Because what happened next turned this quiet separation into a scandal explosion that no PR team could bury. And once that illusion shattered, Hollywood panicked. The industry that had spent years selling Nicole and Keith the last real love story suddenly realized the fairy tale had turned into a headline hazard. Executives started calling emergency meetings. Studio publicists were allegedly told to redirect focus and quietly scrubbed interview clips where Nicole had praised Keith's unshakable devotion. One studio insider allegedly joked, "They're trying to erase a love story in real time." Every aspect of the entertainment industry is impacted when Nicole Kidman talks or simply remains silent. And this time, her silence was deafening as she maintained a low profile. It's like watching Pierce's surgery without anesthesia. According to reports, Keith Urban was on the decline. He began skipping studio sessions and postponing public appearances, according to several sites. Fans began to speculate that his next album might not be country at all when several of his bandmates purportedly revealed that he was numb, drinking again, and penning songs with lyrics like, "She took the calm," but an acoustic-stringed public confession. Here's the unexpected twist, though. The fact that Nicole had been recording everything started to trickle out within her inner circle. According to people close to her, she allegedly collected treatment notes, journals, and even recordings of private disagreements with her legal team in case something went wrong. According to a purported acquaintance, Nicole had to learn the hard way from Tom Cruise. This time, she doesn't end a marriage without proof. Now, Theramer alone set newspapers into a frenzy, regardless of whether those records are real or not. Nicole's secret vault suddenly made headlines, and social media went into detective overdrive. Trending hashtags included Inner Urban Uncovered and Yarm Kidman Files. According to one widely shared tweet, Nicole Kidman has receipts, and she's about to go cinematic with them. In the meantime, Keith's team tried to minimize the damage by giving the media rumors that he was attempting to woo Nicole back. Then, suddenly, a mysterious letter appeared online, purportedly sent to a gossip site by someone claiming to be a former assistant. The conveniently timed interview clip featured Keith saying, "I owe my sobriety and my life to Nicole," except fans noticed the interview was from 2013, a decade ago. The recycled sympathy act didn't work. The internet wasn't buying it anymore. It contained shocking allegations of emotional exhaustion, domineering behavior, and contractual quiet agreements. The last words of the letter were, "Nicole wanted love. Keith wanted applause. And when the audience left, so did she." Of course, there is still no way to confirm the accuracy of that letter. Fans, however, continued to analyze every word as if it were gospel despite this. Theories sprouted in Reddit discussions, YouTube channels, and gossip blogs. The entire marriage, according to one post that went viral, was a career trade-off. Keith's mainstream stardom is exchanged for Nicole's reputation recovery. The worst aspect, though, is that fresh disclosures indicate that private legal proceedings may be in progress. One document purportedly acquired by Hollywood Eye Weekly states that Nicole has started the process of getting a divorce under plain English confidentiality protection. In order to prevent a public outcry, she is discreetly filing for divorce while maintaining a veil of legal secrecy. Radio silence was Keith's response. There was silence, not a single word, no declaration, not even a denial. Fans flocked to the comments section of a series of mysterious Instagram photos that included dark skies, deserted highways, and the statement, "Sometimes love just runs out of road." Is Nicole involved? Say it isn't. She is worthy of better. The plot takes a drastic turn at this point, though. Nicole was recently seen in public in Paris. No wedding band. Keith, no. Just Nicole, tall and wearing a cream suit, grinning for the cameras as though she had finally let out a breath. Reporters questioned her marriage while describing her as calm, liberated, and reborn. It all became clear when she said, "I'm not pretending anymore." Keith wasn't the only one involved. After decades of playing parts in relationships, films, and public opinion, Nicole wanted to take back her life. She's finally letting go of the Hollywood fairy tale she was made to play and embracing something authentic, unvarnished, and wholly her own. The fallout is far from ended, of course. Her PR team is reportedly getting ready for the emotional narrative arc phase, which includes carefully scheduled interviews, controlled vulnerability, and possibly even a tearful late-night appearance where she will be honest, according to industry insiders. According to rumors, Keith's company is attempting to soften his image by releasing an emotional redemption album before making an official divorce announcement. Hollywood is anxiously observing, fearing that a single utterance from Nicole could reveal decades' worth of suppressed information regarding celebrity marriages, public relations manipulation, and image contracts. Because who will be the next to speak up if Nicole Kidman, one of the most restrained and polished actors of her time, does? In anticipation of that one exclusive headline, every tabloid editor in Los Angeles is tense. Divorce is filed by Nicole Kidman. The marriage is truth. If history is any indication, however, Nicole doesn't only file, she completes. For this is the end of a myth, not merely the end of a marriage. The delusion propagated by Hollywood that love can be manipulated, managed, and marketed to the general public like a successful movie. Nicole is no longer peddling that fantasy. She is rewriting her own script and tearing up the original. One question remains more pressing than any gossip headline as she leaves Keith, the cameras, and the performance. How many more love stories in Hollywood are merely contracts with better lighting? Because perhaps, just possibly, the truth in Hollywood isn't written in scripts anymore if Nicole Kidman, the actress who perfected the art of faking, declares she's finished. It is written without sound. A dot. Here we are then. The curtain has fallen, the show is finished, and Nicole Kidman just played the most unexpected part of her life. After years of Instagram fairy tales, carefully scripted interviews, and red carpet smiles, she finally said, "Every woman in Hollywood is scared to say, 'I'm done pretending.'" But what do you think actually happened behind those mansion walls? Is this the story of a woman finally overcoming emotional exhaustion, or a husband caught up in his own fame-fueled chaos? Are we seeing the end of a marriage, or is Nicole Kidman resurfacing as the unfiltered truth-teller Hollywood tried to silence? If you enjoy delving into the real stories behind the glossy lies, hit the like button, subscribe, and enable notifications because here we don't do fairy tales. We expose them,